today. From Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
They'll start the drive with Harris, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, just shy of 140 yards and a touchdown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
So, partner, 2 games worth, he's leading the league in rushing, so he's now trending. Is that what they talk about nowadays? You talk about trending? That's what he's doing. He'd like to continue it here in this game.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The Steelers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
It's a pickup of 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They hand this off to Harris. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Harris will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove, because any guy's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him, so he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Green. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Ravens first down.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On play action, they'll throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Sacked on the corner blitz by Marlon Humphrey. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And they'll try again here. 1st and goal after the false start. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll set up a throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're starting to put some space here. First quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris from 4 yards out. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And the win last week, punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here. But that will be how this first half comes to an end. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Nick Chubb, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they lead the visiting Packers at halftime. Davis Mills, a touchdown pass in that first half. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And they'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first. Now it's Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
That one is caught by Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He gets it complete to Jackson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
He was brought down at the 26. 8 yards. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Back now in Pittsburgh. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. Now the 1st carry for Bush. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Harris. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Rolling to his right. It's Jackson again on the reception. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 40-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Steelers are going on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. And now here come the Ravens. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. This is Harris. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2nd down at 4. They run again with Harris. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Harris running straight ahead. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This is Harris. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. They'll try to run with Harris. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was finished off by a Najee Harris touchdown. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 15. A little over 40 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Throwing, Jackson. Step, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage.
And he will get a good amount of yardage back on 2nd down, but the clock still runs.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Steelers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.